guys, welcome to Pizazz Studios. It's Lori. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I am actually going to do a CD today. So if you have not seen any of my other videos, I will give you a quick rundown of how I do it. So I have an old CD here that no longer was wanted by whoever, and I think it was donated to me. And it has a lot of scratches, so I'm not even sure it even works anymore. But so basically what you do is you take some rubbing alcohol and just clean your CD. That removes all the oil, dirt and stuff like that from it before you paint on it. And then just take a piece of tape. You can use masking tape, or this is a painter's tape you can use as well. Just place it over the hole on the back, and so that it's all covered. And what I have here is my spinner, because I am going to spin it. Whoop. Excuse that noise. I have my window open. It's a beautiful day here, and a motorcycle just went by, so I apologize. So I have my spinner here, and I have a plastic cup on my spinner, and I have put some paint up off my mat from a previous pour I just did. I took it up off the mat like so, and I just sort of stick some up on here like that, and that's a little tip for you. That'll help your CD or whatever you're putting on there stick, so that when you spin it, it won't go flying off on you. I just want to take a look and make sure this is all coming up on my phone okay. That looks pretty good. I think, yeah, that's good. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more for you. Make sure it's nice and centered. Everything's coming up on the phone screen as I record. Looks good, looks good. Here we go. I am going to do butterfly colors. I'm very excited. I think this is going to look amazing. So this is my white house paint mixed with GAC 800 and a little bit of water. So like I said, just clean it with some alcohol first. Tape off the back, and you're ready to go. It's really that easy. You can paint right on it. I have actually painted on both sides of the CD, the label side and the other side where there is no label, and just for curiosity's sake to see if it mattered, and it didn't matter at all. Both sides worked the same. So then if you're wondering, what do you do with these? Well, you can do all sorts of stuff with these. You can buy clock mechanisms and insert them through the hole in the middle and make clocks. You can resin them. You can make coasters. You can just make wall art out of them. You can just do all sorts of things, whatever you come up with. Your imagination is the limit. I'm just going to give this a spin, even out this paint. I really like making these. I enjoy them. I like the round shape, and I like the size. I think they're fun to paint. I have a couple air bubbles here I'm just popping. I just mixed up my white paint, so I have a few bubbles in it. You want to pop your bubbles now instead of after. Whoops, I got a little bit of dried something in my paint there. I think that's from the edge of my cup. Sometimes when it sits in there. I just mixed them up. I just mixed up the paint today, but it's been sitting in the cup for a few hours, and I did a couple previous pours already. So when you get the paint from the sides, it starts to dry on the sides, on the inside of the cup, and I think part of that came out. I think that's what that was. So if you have something like that, you just remove it. No big deal. All right. There's just a couple more little bubbles. You don't have to worry too much about the bubbles. Especially if they're tiny, tiny. But if you have any big bubbles, you want to get rid of those. Sometimes I'm a little particular, and I like to get all of them. Like today is one of those days, apparently. Okay, I'm just going to put a little pillow of white here in the center. Now, when you're painting on these, obviously, you're going to lose that center because that's where the tape is. Well, I guess it depends what you're going to do with it. Most of the time, if you are making a clock, you're going to pop that tape off and pop the clock mechanism right through the center anyway. So you're going to lose that very center part anyway, because that tape gets removed when you're finished after it's all dried, and if you resin it or what have you. Okay, my first color, I have light magenta. I'm going to lay this down here. I'm not going to be all super neat with it. I'm just sort of going to lay it down however I feel like. This one here is Primary Element Sunflower. This is a pigment from Colour Arte, which you can buy yourself some of these at colorarte.com. I have all these descriptions down in my, all these paint colors and where you know, who makes them and all that down in the description box for you. This is such a pretty color. It's very iridescent. I love that. Love, love, love it. This is Liquitex Basics Primary Yellow. I'm just kind of hoping for a hint of the pink. I don't want like a ton of the pink. But I'm sort of going for colors, butterfly wing colors. So this is orange. Next color is copper. I love copper, it's very pretty. And then my last color is Deco Art 24 karat gold. This is the Extreme Sheen Metallic 24 karat gold from Deco Art. It's a very popular color in the painting world. It's very pretty, very metallic. Pop the bubbles here if you get any. I have a few, so I'm just popping those real quick. That looks pretty good. Okay, and today I have a black cell activator. I'm just going to give this a stir, and then I'm going to lay it down and blow it out. This should be a fairly short, quick video. Okay, here we go. Okay, this looks pretty. I'm going to let it sit, let the paint come back to the center of the CD. As it does that, there are more cells forming. There is a lot of cells over here. Not much over here. There's some tiny ones. So this ought to be very pretty. I think I'm going to like this. All right, let me give you a close up. Zoom me in a second here so you can see these cells develop with me. pretty cells. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so I focus my phone here for you. Okay, that looks good. This looks about ready to spin. I'm just making sure all the edges have enough paint, which they certainly do. I have a good amount of paint up on here. Okay. I'm going to give this a spin. Okay, a little bit more. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's see what we got. Wow, I like this. And as I glaze across the top of it in the certain areas of the lighting, you can see all the metallic and all the iridescence just shimmer. It looks pretty. Wow. Very pretty. I'm tempted to do one more spin. I think I'm just going to do a little bit more. Not too much more. Okay. We will turn this around. Let me come over and I'll zoom in for you actually, so that you can see it close up and personal. There we go. The cells are really pretty. Wow. What do you think? You like this one? Like these colors? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one just yet. The middle, wow, I don't know. I might do a clock, but I'm not sure yet. I always have things in the back of my mind that I'm yet to try, so maybe I will do something new with it. All right, when you're finished, as always, like I say, clean the paint off the bottom. And then just put it aside to dry. And then you can resin it. If you prefer, you can use a spray varnish to protect it. You definitely need to do something to protect it, whether it be varnish or brush-on varnish or spray varnish or resin, whatever you prefer. Okay, I like this. This is really pretty. I think I might take the phone down out of the holder too and give you another shot, so from a different angle, maybe you can see all the iridescence better, because it's worth it. It looks really pretty. Okay, everyone, I have the phone in my hand now, and I've taken the CD down off my spinner so that we can get a much better look here. I'm going to go down a little closer. I just think this is beautiful. Look at all the cells. I like the variety of cells. There's some really tiny ones, but then there's some large ones. Obviously multicolored cells. Very, very pretty. Very iridescent, very shimmery. I just love this section right here. Oh, so pretty. this is amazing. You can see all the gold flecks throughout it. It looks, wow, this is going to be really pretty when it's resined or whatever I decide to do with it. Most likely it'll get a resin because this is going to look amazing with a coat of resin on it. So, thank you for joining me. That's it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you could hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, that helps me out on YouTube, and I do appreciate your assistance with that. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I will get back to you. And I hope you have a great day. I'll see you again soon on the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye.